Welcome back. I am Roger Perry, your current Rotary Foundation Chair, and this is Module 3, the last in the series of the online grant management seminars for your club to become qualified to receive Rotary Foundation grant funds. Previously, we talked about the grant process and global grants. In this module, we'll discuss district grants. These are smaller grants that clubs in our district can tap into in order to create new projects for their club, both in your own backyard and also internationally. They are fun, easy, they are meaningful, and impactful. These projects are a great way in getting club members involved. It makes them excited to be part of Rotary and the opportunities that exist for implementing the project right here in your own backyard or in a community in another country. The objective of this module is to provide you with an overview of the district grant process. Now don't forget, these grants are competitive, and right up front, your club has a to-do list to even be qualified to receive foundation money. And if your club, like so many in the past, are fortunate to receive a district grant, you have an obligation for managing the grant and reporting on time. After all, this is Rotary Foundation money that is being used for your grant. The stewardship of that money is key to our organization's reputation. I will share with you timelines, deadlines, and some hints and suggestions how you and your club could write a successful grant, who judges them, and what they're looking for. So sit back, relax, and learn how easy it is for your club to write a successful district grant and how, with the help of the Rotary Foundation dollars, your club project can become a reality. Now let's get started with this district grant module. This Rotary year, we funded 16 Rotary projects from the District Grant Funding Program that are completed or underway. And these include providing new signage and scoreboard for a local school gym, providing AEDs for local schools. We provided a footbridge over a dangerous river in Ethiopia, providing textbooks and school furniture in Zimbabwe, provide solar power and a solar power water pump to a school in Tanzania, among others. All meaningful and impactful projects in the community in which they were intended for. So many needs in our local and international communities just waiting for you and your fellow club members to step up, perform a needs assessment in the community of your choice, take action, and ultimately change lives forever. So let's get started on what you need to know. How to qualify for a Rotary grant? Annually, your club must do 6 things, and as we have noted in the previous module, the grant writer must have taken the grant management seminar either online or in person within the last 12 months. And once again, we encourage others to take this simple online course as well. The club must appoint a club foundation chair and provide his or her name to the district governor. The club must establish a goal to support the annual fund on Rotary.org's Rotary Club Central. Please ask your assistant governor if you're unclear about how to do this. Club presidents and president-elects must sign and implement the Memorandum of Understanding. Club must be current with all Rotary and international and district dues. And finally, the club must be current on all Rotary Foundation grant reporting. So what are your basic rules of engagements? You now know your club must be qualified and what you need to do to get qualified. This was gone over in modules 1 and 2, and it is easy to get your club qualified, but don't assume all has been completed. Please check ahead of time with our district grants chair or the district Rotary Foundation chair for confirmation, as after March 1st, when the district grant applications close, it will be too late. Your project must adhere to the terms and conditions for Rotary Foundation grants. This is a 13-page document you can find on the Rotary International website. Google it or go to our district website and click on the Grants tab on the home page. Please take the time to review it, and if you have any questions, please send the district grants chair or the district Rotary Foundation chair an email. Your project must be consistent with one of the Rotary's 6 areas of focus. You've heard them all before. They are basic literacy, child and maternal health, disease prevention and treatment, water and sanitation, economic and community development, and peace and conflict resolution. If you are unsure of whether or not a project or idea will fit into one of the areas of focus, please send us an email for confirmation. We are here to help. Clubs must contribute a minimum of $1,000 in club cash to the project. Now, here's hint number 1. Remember, these grants are competitive. If the money being requested from all applications submitted is more than what the foundation monies are available, then we can't possibly fund all the grant applications or requests. So the District Grant Committee will look at how much skin in the game your club is willing to come up with for your project. That is how much money your club is contributing to the project and are willing to raise in relation to what you're asking for. You must contribute $1,000 for a minimum grant size of $2,000, a 1-to-1 match. And all funds, as you are well aware, are in US dollars. Each club may submit more than one grant application for a district grant each Rotary year. However, we want as many clubs to participate in these district grants as possible. Because these district grants are either awarded to a local project or an international project, your club needs to make the choice which project to submit for a grant. Also, if a club submits more than one grant application in a Rotary year, they must be clearly prioritized as to number 1 and number 2. Multiple clubs can work together on a project. We encourage it, but the grant must be submitted by only one club. The submitting club will be responsible and liable for all grant reporting, even if multiple clubs are working together. You must submit District 5060 grant applications online via the district website, and that will include a front page checklist, and all sections must be completed. Here's hint number 2. Follow the application to a T. We in this district, along with Club Runner, created the application. This is not a Rotary International application. It is not a Rotary Foundation application. It is not another district's application. We developed it, and the screening committee hones in on the responses and information you type on your application. It is specific to how you're going to be judged. Don't skip any parts. Be articulate, be precise, be accurate, and if you have any additional supporting documentation, that's great, but it must be added at the end of the application. And just one more thing. You have just one opportunity to communicate your club's enthusiasm and commitment to the project in your written verbiage. When someone can read your application and to get excited about what the completed project is going to mean to the community, you know the screening committee that judges your application is going to feel the same way. So, write it, read it, rewrite it, share it with members of your club to get their reaction and input before you submit your final draft to the District Grants Chair. You need to understand in what criteria your application is being judged. First, the quality of the project, its positive impact on the local or international community, and the number of people benefiting from the project must be effectively demonstrated in the application. Here's another important hint. If you're planning an international project, please contact our Global Grant Chair or the District Rotary Foundation Chair with the locale and country, type of project, so they can provide immediate feedback if there are any issues or concerns if it may relate to your project idea in that part of the world. Second, the project must be new to your club, lend to sustainability, and be meaningful to the community that it is intended to benefit. Third, it must be Rotary-led. So let's talk about these two important issues. This is where you need to pay attention. Active Rotary involvement. Describe the options available for club members to be part of the project. Some could perform the needs assessment within the community. One could manage the financial aspect of the grant. One could be responsible for the progress of the grant and the final reporting. One could write a feature story and submit it to your local paper, or submit an article to the district website or newsletter. One could be responsible for taking and collecting pictures of the project. One could be responsible for reading the 13-page terms and conditions for Rotary Foundation grants that I mentioned earlier. I don't even know what your district project is, but I've already found numerous tasks that your club members could get involved with. These grants are all about getting as many club members actively involved and participating in the project. Don't simply write on the application that almost all the Rotarians will participate in the club's project. State how they are going to participate. Rotarian involvement is not about your club members supporting your club project, but actively assisting in the project itself. Your project must also be Rotary-led. What does this mean? It is simple. It is not about another organization in your community that is implementing the project and that a Rotary Club is supporting it financially. That is not Rotary-led. I tell all clubs that you need to know your project is Rotary-led when the TV crew, the news media, contacts your local Rotary Club to get the story. You may have another organization involved in your project, but you are leading the way. You will need to explain in the application why it is a Rotary-led project. This is new to this year's application. The application must include a detailed promotional public relations plan and a balanced budget with sufficient detail so that the committee can understand it. Be very specific about your public relations plan from the beginning of the project through its implementation to its completion. You are getting judged by how much public relations this project will garner and manifest for not only your club, but the Rotary Foundation throughout the entire project and beyond. As it relates to your budget, grant money requested plus your club's contribution plus other organizations or clubs' contributions must equal the total amount of the project. The expenses of the grant must be specific. If you are requesting a grant of $3,500 for school supplies for kids in need, your application needs to know and show the breakdown of quantity of each and every school supply you will be purchasing and price per unit. Copies of quotes can be added to the application. Who makes the decision? Who's judging your application? It's not past district governors or incoming governors. It's not even your current governor. The District Grant Screening Committee consists of members of the District Foundation Committee, and that includes the Vice Chair, the District Rotary Foundation Chair, the District Grants Chair, and other members of the Rotary Foundation Committee. The entire group of applications received are emailed to the Screening Committee and are read, reread, and a matrix is provided for judging based on the criteria that is submitted to you in this module. After digesting all the applications, the committee meets and we review them all together until the final decisions are made. Applications must be complete, signed, and received by the District Grants Chair no later than the deadline of March 1st. Clubs will be notified of the decision of the Screening Committee by mid-April. Remember that these grants are competitive. 2 reports on the progress and closeout of the grant are required. A progress report, unless complete, will be required by July 1st. All projects must be completed and final report received by the district on or before December 31st. So now that we have the timelines down, as previously noted, the other most important part is that these projects cannot be started until we have notification from the Rotary Foundation that all is in order. So don't start your project until you get word from the District Grants Chair, even if you have been awarded the grant. This final piece is really the most important. Proper stewardship is essential in these grant funds. These funds were donated by you and me, and all our funds were donated 3 years ago to be used for humanitarian purposes. It must be used for exactly that. We must be accountable for every dollar. Checks should be made directly to the vendors when at all possible. You must save all receipts for every expenditure. Appoint a member of the club to be responsible for the handling of funds, collecting the receipts, and ensuring that there is no conflict of interest in the disbursement of funds. Completing the progress and final reports and reporting to your board of directors that these tasks are being completed and on time. As required by the Rotary Foundation, we do have a financial review committee that will audit all club receipts and club reporting. Now, we're near the end of the training module. I hope I have provided you with the tools and understanding of how to write a successful district grant, what the criteria is, and the club's responsibilities. Please feel free to contact the District Grants Chair or the District Rotary Foundation Chair with any questions you may have about the district grant process. I hope to see many new district grant applications showing up in the District Grants Chair mailbox by March 1st, 2017. Thank you for joining me on the District Grants module, and good luck.